The iRead mobile library has held the second edition of its Lagos book tour aimed at promoting basic literary skills in children. This year's edition features over 100 children from the ages of 15 and below and adults visiting locations in Lagos that promotes books and literacy. Oyin Adekunle was there and brings back this report.
As early as 8 a.m., students, teachers and guardians gather at the takeoff venue here at Maryland to embark on a full day's journey of fun and learning. The first stop is the National Library of Nigeria at Yaba. On arrival, they are welcomed by the Chief Library Officer, who gives a brief history of the library.
The National Library is as old as Nigeria itself. What did I say?
She then goes ahead to praise the organizers for the initiative before taking everyone on a tour of the monumental building. From the library, it's straight to where the students can see visual representations of storytelling. At the Nigerian Film Commission, they are taken to the Cineplex where 3 short films are projected. Quality education and gender equality are 2 of the 17 targets of the Sustainable Development Goals created by the United Nations. And this forms the major theme of discussion here at the United Nations Information Center office. Fumi Lori, founder of the iRead mobile library and organizer of the tour, uses the opportunity to reiterate the essence of the initiative and the importance of promoting basic literacy skills in children.
Quality education is one of the Sustainable Development Goals. There are many out-of-school children in Nigeria. Many of the children that are on this tour are children in school, but many of them are from low-income schools. We have children from middle and some from high-income schools. However, education needs to be very qualitative. How much of information do these children hold? What are they doing with the information that they have? And with iRead, what we want to do is to inspire literacy, is to encourage library use, is to help with leisure, and also to expand on language skills. Many of our children are losing their language, and it is when we have literacy that you can even begin to adapt language.
Other educators at the event also expressed their thoughts about the book tour. They draw attention to the collapsing reading culture in Nigeria, especially in schools, and the need to cover the lapses.
This book tour is actually education outside of the classroom, because we want to take children to different places of interest where they will learn about the things they ought to know about the society. Most times children don't even like to read because they don't even see their parents reading. Everybody's carrying phone, everybody's watching television and all of that. So we are doing it in a way that they will be interested in it.
The only concentrated time when children get to read are during exams, and they don't get to read wild. They only get to read their subjects. They only get to read maths, English, something of relevance to the educational system. They don't get to read stories quite often. They don't get to read research books, documentary books and all of that. Now they have the experience in the library, they have experience with other pupils from other schools, and they have been able to make friends and interact. So for them, this method of reading is quite fun. It's in a fun way, so they can read and still have lots of fun.
The students are undoubtedly excited as they describe their experience on the tour.
It has been fun, it has been enjoyable. I've been able to learn 1 or 2 things from this book tour, so I think this book tour will help other kids which may attend next year, help them have more brain capacity of thinking.
The best part of this tour that I experienced is when we went to National Films Commission and we watched some films on life and experience, and we watched some other things. We saw how film are made and some other good things that I learned. And when we came to Unique, I learned a lot of things. To right to have education and lots more.
A quick stop at Book City caps the tour up as students eagerly check through shelves to buy books that catch their fancy. The iRead mobile library is the first of its kind in Africa. iRead facilitators visit different schools, homes, and religious centers across states in their trucks and vans, loaded with learning materials to stimulate reading culture in children. Uni Adekunle, TV 360, Nigeria.